Hello everyone and welcome back to 4KB Shorts, the Let's Play of Half-Life. I have to remember that you have to save in this game, periodically, because I forgot that, and I realized we hadn't saved in a bit. And so, I just realized that had I died at some point, that would have been a really short playthrough, only because, oopsie doodles.
Just want to get out of here.
See, now this guy, I want to know what happened to this guy.
You are going to have to leave me here, Horrid.
You start your life off in a dumpster, you know? And it wouldn't be too hard. I mean, the place is falling apart at this point, so people are like, well, if they start off in the same place that you do, then won't they just have the same story you do? It's like, no, because there could have been an explosion, and with that explosion, a wall breaks down, and then you go to a completely different section of the facility. Is it ironic if you ride the head crab? Ride the walrus. Ah. Tubes! And things. Uh-oh. Air, air. See, now you can go through the one he went through, or you can be cool and go through your own. Although, being stuck is not a care. No, there you go. You can't go through this one, unfortunately, because I think the tube is broken. Mind the gap. Alright. That sign is having quantum issues. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm just gonna do it this way. Oh. Well, see, now I guess I could say that you can split in elevators if you really want to, because there are some elevators here and there, but they're not loading elevators. Ow! Jerk. Whoa! Ow! Bye-bye, suckers. Did not hit him. I don't know where all these head crabs are coming from. It's like a head crab smorgasbord. Dead crab. Ah! They're everywhere. Oh. Well, there's health up there, but I don't need it. Hey there, big guy. Okay, see that always reminded me of the small glitch in Left 4 Dead. Dead dog in a box. Ow! Okay. Well, I'd call it a glitch, but it really wasn't a glitch. What it was when Left 4 Dead first came out, and you ran around and doing your thing, the tank would show up and totally lay waste to you. Because, you know, that's what video games are about, is making it hard for you to win. Duh. Well, then people complained because the tank would then, like, throw stuff from a far distance away. Like, it'd pick up a truck or something, or a car or something, and it would throw it. And it would hit you, and it would hurt, and it would suck. And you die, of course. Oh, hey, big guy. Speaking of saving, okay, something happens. So what they did is during one of their updates, they screwed up the tank's code to where the tank doesn't run at you anymore. He runs backwards to you. And I don't know if they meant, I have to assume that they meant to do that, but they never fixed it. To this day, as far as I'm aware, if you play Left 4 Dead, the tank will literally run at you in reverse. And it's actually really terrible. Oh my god, 3.5-inch floppy disk? How to age your game with a few simple tricks. Boop. Those head crabs did not do anything to you, little guy. And your aim is terrible. Alright. Now there are some crates down there. Do I care? Nope. Woohoo! Ah, water. Cool water. Now, if I'm right, and that door closes, there'll be a head crab behind it. Oh, I am not right. Whatever will I... Aha! Head crab. You know, you gotta save ammo when you... You know what? Screw it. Get in the water. Get in the water, you physics object, you. Alright. Nothing down there. And people thought the portal labs were really confusing. Look at Half-Life. I mean, really, look at Half-Life. Oh, this one. Okay, I'm gonna take the same stance I have here as I did on my Thief Let's Play. If I die, 99% of the time it's gonna be from falling to my death, rather than any kind of actual ignorance on my own part regarding gameplay. Simply because 3D platforming has never been a good idea. Speaking of which, always save after you survive a 3D platforming puzzle, quote unquote. Yeah, when we've decided that platforms are considered a puzzle that you have to solve simply because you can't actually get there from here. Oh, that was a long way to go for such a short trip, honestly. An elevator! Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Now this, in my mind, is the first actual level change. Because not only are you in an elevator, there's a loading screen, it also gives you a title screen, Office Complex. You go from the science lab to the office complex. It is a seamless, I'm going to call it a seamless transition, but it's not. It's a seamed transition. So much stuff happening on my screen right now. Ew. Gross. But yeah, it's one of the few seamless transmissions. Hello there. I like when they say things that aren't really that helpful. Like they're like, hello there, and you say, that's the don't come this way warning. Oh, hello, Bonnie. The only downside is... See, I could go for those, but I'm fairly certain if I... Well, I know that if I hit the blade, I'm toast. I do. So do I need the ammo that bad? I don't. The bigger question is what in all the holy hell is Barney doing in there? Like, literally hiding behind a fan in an event where there's no exit. Alright, now this is kind of fun to do. He just vomits on you. I can't shoot the soda can. So many cockroaches! They're so gross. So gross. Ooh. Doritos. I'm all over that. Hey, they crunch like Doritos too. Does this thing give you a candy bar? Well, I mean, a non-infested candy. Just crunch, crunch, crunch. A non-infested candy bar, anyway. Those wires have no covering. Hey, buddy.
Gordon, if I'd known it was you, I'd have let you in. Everyone's heading for the service. But I think they're crazy not to stay put. Someone is bound to come by and rescue us.
I'm sure they are. You know, that reminds me of the story of the guy with the house in the flood. And he dies and he gets up to heaven and he says, God, where were you? And God says, I don't know. I sent 2 rowboats and a helicopter after you. There's a small chance, Mr. Scientist, that the people coming to rescue you are here. You know, just saying. With that, it'd be nice if they did like a modern take. Like, again, I'm giving you guys ideas, so please run with these if you can. Crunch. That's like stepping on cockroaches. Which had a cockroach kill count. Come here. If somebody took the levels from this game and how they ended up when you left, and like did a we have to go back to Black Mesa kind of thing, and you end up finding this guy like lying on the couch dead because reasons. What's with the cockroaches just keep multiplying? How many have I stepped on? I don't think there are even half this many in the machine. But anyway, I digress. Does this door work? No. So I have to do the jump crouch. Dr. Newell, scheduled chaos theory R&D? Scheduled chaos? Wait, how can you schedule chaos? Or is that the point? Scheduled chaos theory. You know, I've seen that sign before, but you know, I think there are more cockroaches in the places where people are than there are in the places where people aren't. Maybe that's the point. Aha! Crunch, crunch. Just chasing down cockroaches. Come here, little roach! Alright. Spaz 12.
What is that smell?
That. And gunpowder.
Now, I wonder if those boys could have made a bigger mess.
Oh, yeah, they could have. Yes, they, not me. I had nothing to do with it, Barney. So this is sort of a secret area. If you're smart enough to shoot that guy before, before the head crab zombie gets to him, then you get some free gear. So even Half-Life had a couple of little, well, it's considered a timing puzzle. Now, I will say with the upgraded weapon schematic, I'm going to call them schematics, blueprints, textures, models, things, they are really nice in comparison to the originals. The pistol and the shotgun, like the Spaz 12, you could never even tell that this was a Spaz 12 back in the day. You had no idea what type of shotgun it was until they finally upgraded it with the high-definition texture pack and model pack, and then you're like, oh, it's a Spaz 12. And honestly, when it comes to handguns, I will say that this particular handgun model, which I believe is just a 9mm Beretta, is chunky. It is absolutely chunky, but it is one of the prettiest, I think you could call it, models that I have seen. Like, it has substance and weight and style to it. More so than a lot of others. I know that sounds really weird, but it's true. It feels like, looking at it in your character's hand, it actually feels like it belongs there. Which I find interesting. Double tap. Yeah, this one. This is where auto standing takes your head completely off. You gotta be careful not to allow Gordon to stand up. Again, not really a puzzle, but it is kind of funny how they, whether they meant to or not, they use the design of the automated controls of the game to force you into utilizing your keyboard so your head doesn't come completely off. Oh, I hate when that happens. Unfortunately, I can't move the corpse, so it's kind of stuck there. That's okay. Should be close enough to do this. Yep. I hope. Oh. Platforming puzzles. Again, puzzles, quote unquote. Please. I hear that. Double tap. Well, I might be able to take him out. No, the other way. There you go. There you go. Get him out of the way the old-fashioned way by beating him with a wrench. That's how most of my communication styles go. Just hit it with a wrench until it stops twitching. There you go. Oh yeah, I was jumping off of it because it's... ladders. Oh god. During this time, I remember that ladders were one of the most horrendous things in any game ever. Ow! 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 And guns, apparently. I forgot that gun was even there. Ladders. To the point where some games even advertised they had better ladders than other games. I know that sounds really weird, right? But it was true. They, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, specifically. One, they had some of the best fire physics in that game. They were proud of that. I was proud of that. I would play that game just to see the Flammenwerfer, the flamethrower, work again. Because honestly, it looks that good. But they advertised that their ladders were quote-unquote safety ladders. And they were. They're actually considered safety ladders. Like, real ladders are considered safety ladders because what it is it's a ring, or it's basically a small fence around the top of the ladder that you can lean against as you grab hold of the ladder and climb down backwards so you don't fall off the ladder and kill yourself, which, you know, it functions, it works. I thought this was a no-smoking facility. You know, it works. But the fact that they actually advertised it as that, like every ladder they had in the game had that feature, so you wouldn't fall off the ladder, was interesting, to say the least. If not absolutely flippin' hilarious. Now, I remember I used to save ammo on these guys by luring them into the turret. Turret? Really? Turret? By luring them into the turret. Except there's no reason to do that because they only take 2 bullets each, and I don't think I have a mini thing around here, so I'm not going to worry about it. He gives up. He gives up. You heard it here first. Hey, bud.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Let us indeed get the hell out of here, Barney. Alright. We might not survive this little bud. Ow! Run, science guy! Or do a little dance. Or possibly make a little love and... Pull! Pull! You'll save him! You got this! You... I'd like to know what the hell was in there that would fit in there and pull two human adults through the door. Like that. Wait, wait. Waste of a shotgun shell, but what the... Wait, what? Did you get him? Oh, click is not a good thing. I don't like click. Whew.
That's one less horror in the world.
You haven't seen my mother. Sorry, when you're reloading a shotgun, you have to do one-liners.
Got one.
Maintenance access. I do love the fact that they keep saying we give up. Maybe they give up something other than their freedoms. I don't know. Barney, Barney, you're in the way, bud. Aw, dude. Out of everybody in this facility, you were killed literally by a lamp. Barney! Barney, you died a hero. Or a moron, I don't know which. See, now at least we know... Ah! At least we know what happened to Barney. Or that Barney. Honestly, the cloning facilities down here just went wild, didn't they? They took like 5 scientists and they're like, hey, idea. Why hire a bunch of people when you can just hire one? Calm down, bud.
Sure, I want to go to the surface. What if the world finds out what we were doing down here?
I'm coming out. Whoa, I want the world to know. That's not what that song is called. Although I really wish I knew the lyrics to Get Back, because then I could start singing that, and it would be hilarious to me. Ow, right into it. Timing was very important in this game, honestly. Attacks were not instantaneous. Are not instantaneous. It's like I'm talking like this game doesn't exist anymore. And in the minds of some, it does not. Hello! Just like, hi, how's it going over there? Going pretty good, little buddy. How you doing?
The dimensional breach is definitely transmitting organic...
Really? How can you tell? Might as well just save the ammo. Now, you can do this. It's a bit of a waste of a grenade, but you can do this. Ah, damn! I don't think I've ever hit that on the first try. Wait for it! Probably just should have saved the ammo and shot him in the head. Hmm? Sector D, Admin 2. Sector D, Admin 1. Yeah. Gentlemen. You think you remember a video game until you start playing it again and realize you have no earthly idea what you're doing. I see you up there, little guy, swinging your little, well, tanglies around. When collision objects get in your way. Hey Barney, what's up, bro?
Hey, what the hell are you doing down here? Get topside! I hear troops are coming in to save us.
Save, quote unquote. And how do people hear this stuff? I don't hear any radio chatter about troops. Well, unless you count, I think they're coming to save us slash, well, I mean, I don't hear the radio chatter. I hear the aftermath of said radio chatter, i.e., I think they're coming to save us. Okay, that looks hot and uninviting. Ah! Save some ammo. The trusty crowbar! You know, Half-Life has to hand it to Doom as well. As much as anybody else does. Half-Life has to hand it to Doom. And I say that because Doom decided over anybody else. Thanks, dude. Doom decided, or id Software, ID Software decided what weapons were going to be in Doom. And Doom is and was such an influential title that since that day, your standard weapons are always the same. And I think I forgot to go downstairs in that one place, but that's okay. Oh yeah, that's why I came here. I'm like, why am I here again? It's because this is a secret area you have to go over the top to get to. Duh. I keep forgetting that. The game has secret areas.
Ooh,
There he is.
died down here.
Mostly us.
I got another one.
Another one? Where'd it go, Barney? Anyway, they decided what type of weapons you were going to have. So you have your fist, then you have your chainsaw. So basically melee weapon and melee +2. Then they added shotgun. On top of shotgun, you end up with a heavy weapon of some kind, usually some kind of rocket launcher. Or similar. Explosive weapons. Sometimes a grenade, sometimes... That was a really weak-ass grenade throw. But I did nail him. You know, an explosive weapon, rocket launcher, something like that. And then, of course, you have your BFG, or similar kill everything in front of you weapon, or energy weapon. So, it's really interesting. You want to come with?
Roger that. Let's run like hell.
Which is also a game. You should shoot that guy. I'll let you deal with that, Barney. It's your bed, you lie in it. Apparently I can't go this way.
Trophy room.
Alright. See, if this were an eating area, like, one, how do you get here comfortably? And two, where's the food get? I mean, how do you get... What is this? Okay, this is basically just a room to have tables with dead scientists on it. This room has no design structure that I can fathom. Except, of course, the exit sign up there. But other than that, this room has no design structure I can understand. Simply because, like, there are 3 tables and 3 dead scientists. Well, 4 tables if you count that one. And 3 dead scientists, and that's literally it. There's nothing else. There's, like, no reason for those tables to even be there. You can always tell a loading screen. It comes in the form of an L-shaped hallway. Hey, guys! Barney, check it out. You're gonna get yourself dead, bud. I probably could have helped a little bit, but honestly, I just wanted to see if you'd survive. He did not. The only reference to a coffee machine that I've ever seen, and this one even says Valve. At least I have to assume that says Valve. If you back way up, yeah, it says Valve. So they had a coffee machine or espresso machine with their own name on it. Ego much? Now, see, here's 2 more tables. Although these tables make sense, what with the coffee machines over there, but where are all the chairs? Alright, we haven't done this in a bit. There we go. Alright. So, if I'm smart, which I'm not, I'm gonna do this the intelligent way. There are still portions of this game that when I play them, make me nervous. Sections of the game that were so difficult when I first played it, back when my hand-eye coordination was not so good, and when this was one of the most technologically advanced and difficult games to ever play, that when I get into these sections, I still get nervous. This is one of them. And as you can see, it's not really that nerve-wracking at this point, but only because, you know, I've done it before.
Freeman,
Ah!
who would have thought you'd save you?
I don't know, and how is it everybody in this facility knows the research associate Gordon Freeman by name? You know, this little guy works fast. He was able to not only kill 2 people, well, possibly 3 or 4 people, drag them in here and eat one of them almost entirely whole. He did so in less than the hour it took me to get here. Hey, science dude.
Well, there goes my grant money.
Depends on what you're getting your grants for. I mean, if this were Cave Johnson's operation, his grant money would have increased tenfold. Yeah, this guy did the same thing. Man, they work fast. Oh, I think it just goes back and forth, right? Yeah. I was like, wait, don't I stop this thing? I don't. Just goes back and forth. Ugh. There it is. Boing, boing, boing. We'll get there eventually, Timmy. I don't know. I find sections of this game absolutely frustrating. I'm certain everybody does. At the same time, I find sections of this game absolutely beautiful. I think, for me, the best part of Half-Life is the beginning of Half-Life. Simply because you don't know Gordon, you don't know anybody, you don't know the facility, you don't know what's going on, and yet you get to explore the human-ish side of this location. Without... preemptive swinging. Without having that foreknowledge, right? And it's really interesting and fun to play the game and to experience that all over again, that beginning part where you're in the facilities and everything goes wrong and you get to crawl through ducts and tubes and try to find your way out in one piece. And why were there even people in here to begin with? Were there maintenance guys? I have enough ammunition. I can spare a few bullets. But yeah, I mean, honestly, were there maintenance guys just chilling out here and they ended up getting eaten? But I like that exploration aspect where you get to explore the very beginning of the place, and then after a while, of course, it gets wider and bigger and scarier and every other word that you can think of. But for the beginning part, it's a lot of fun. Now, my other favorite was going to be Blue Shift. I really enjoyed Blue Shift. Blue Shift, again, is my absolute favorite, and that's because you take everything that makes Half-Life good, and then you just boil down the parts. Because you boil down different sections of the game that might have been annoying or long or irritating or idiotic or stuff that just made you go, ugh. Oh, you know, you could have done that earlier and I would have totally been stoked by the fact that I could have gotten through there, but no, it's cool. Oh, I didn't make it! Barney! Barney, what happened to Barney?
Head for the surface. Elevators are out of order, but we can still climb.
We can still climb. You know, the way he says that line, not as creepy, but very, very dramatic. The elevators are out of order, but we can still climb. Anyway, what was I talking about? Science! Ow, dude, come on. Hello? Hey, there's an exit there. Can you push the thing? Hey, can you open the... Please? It's cool, guy I've only seen twice and is really mysterious and in a suit. Dick. Nice.
Good to see you.
That's what I say when I do a jumping roll out a window too. Hi, it's good to see you. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, unfortunately, but yeah, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. So yeah, you have a much more compressed version of the game from Half-Life to Half-Life Blue Shift, and I really love spin-off games for that reason, because they took what's good, and they put it together. Come on, they take what's good and they put it together with just shortening it up. They're like, you already know what's going on here. Let's just show it to you right away. Here you go, guys. You all hang out together.
Slowing you down, am I? With my brains and your brawn, we'll make an excellent team. I don't suppose you'd reconsider.
Nope. Barney! You still in here? Oh no, he died over there in the coffee machine.
The alien species can't possibly...
I do like the fact that when they're standing close to each other, they talk. So yeah, I really do enjoy those spin-off games. With this, it's gonna be... Oh god, I remember this. Don't worry, bud! You'll hang on just long enough for me to almost save you. We are so gonna die. You can hold on just long enough for me to almost get there. I swear it. I know you can. I believe in... Told him. I told him he could do it. Didn't believe me. Oh, look at that. If only you had the upper body strength of Gordon Freeman. Alright, stuck in an elevator. So, it's perfect that we're stuck in an elevator because that's also time once again. So, I would like to thank you all once more for joining me, 4KB Short, on this Let's Play of Half-Life. I'll see you guys next video.